Namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishnaprasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrindam Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So we are going to chant 21 times of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So who wants to chant that? One person will chant on unmute and everyone else will chant along on mute. One time, who wants to chant? Second time, who wants to chant? Yes, Pari. Go ahead, count 21 with attention, focus, and devotion, okay?
Okay. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare.
Thank you, Pari. That was so nice. Okay, so we had a break last week. I hope you all had a good Janmashtami celebrations. So we are continuing our discussion on Srimad Bhagavatam. Are you able to see? So who are we learning about today? Yes, Dhruv?
Yudhishtira.
Yudhishthir. Who's Yudhishthir? Anybody who knows can answer. Who's Yudhishthir?
The Pandavas.
Yes, Pandava. Yes, Karthik.
The second oldest brother to include Karna of the Pandavas.
That's nice. You are a Mahabharat expert. Usually people say he's the eldest Pandava. Okay. So, who are his brothers? Prahlad, do you know who are his brothers?
It's Bhima, Arjuna, Nakula, and Sahadeva.
Very good. Okay. So let's see about Yudhishthir. Okay, this is an icebreaker question. Okay. Why do you think you should be Krishna conscious? So there is no one right answer for this, but think about it honestly. If you really want to be Krishna conscious, or because your parents are asking you to be, so you are now trying to be Krishna conscious, or you really want to continue this, I mean, you can be honest. If you think you want to continue this, then please tell me why. If you think you don't want to continue being Krishna conscious, also, please tell me why. Okay? Yes, Balavrinda.
I think I should still be in Krishna consciousness because it's fun, and Janmashtami is the best in the prasadam, and I really like the chanting bead bags because they're like very nice. It's like a little purse, and I like the deities and the temples and everything else.
So why should we be in Krishna consciousness?
Well, you should be in Krishna consciousness so you can worship Krishna
Very good.
and go back to Godhead.
Thank you, Balavrinda. That was a nice answer. You like the bead bag, it's like a little purse. And then you like deities and devotees, and Janmashtami Prasadam is so good. And you can get to worship Krishna and go back to Krishna. So nice. Okay. Yeah, one by one. Everyone says the answer. Yes, Dhruv.
I think you should be in Krishna consciousness, so you can have fun, like get educated on the ways of the world, and so yeah, kind of like to go back to Krishna.
Yes. So ultimately, we also get to go back to Krishna. Okay. Prahlad.
I think you should be Krishna conscious because there's like so many nice and beautiful temples, and also the prasadam is very nice, and it's like the only place you get like authentic vegetarian prasadam, and it's even like it's really good, and like the chanting, and you go back to Godhead, and the kirtan is like very like it's you resonate with the kirtan, so it's very fun, and it's to go back to Godhead.
Okay. So that's nice, Prahlad. All different aspects of Krishna consciousness that you like to do now, and ultimately going back to Godhead also. Okay, Smriti. Smriti?
Can you hear me now, Mataji?
Yes.
Sorry, I was
Yes.
having trouble with my mic. I'm not very new to Krishna consciousness per se, but I do think that there was like one major thing that really like impressed me, and that like I was like, oh my god, this is like amazing, and that was like the four regulative principle, because it has four principles, and like those are the four things that like everybody needs to not do in order to lead a peaceful life. And I think Prabhupada, he summarized it really, really well. Like, no meat eating, because that's cruelty. And not only is it like just like the thing that it stands for, it has an inner meaning. So you should be compassionate to everybody. And I think if you just follow those four principles, you could live like a perfect, happy life, like one of those perfect lives that they have in those storybook thingies. And I think when I was in Krishna, when like in Krishna consciousness, you can be really happy because of those four principles, and you don't have to face suffering and sickness because a lot of people they get into debt or they go into stress or depression based on an action that happened. Like a lot of people, if their relative died, they go to intoxication, which leads to depression. And then if people gamble, they go to debt, which leads to stress. And if they eat a lot of meat, I can't think of that one on top of my head, Mataji, but I just think that like you can just lead a happy, blissful life because of these four rules.
Wow.
Mataji.
I like this reason so much. Thank you so much for explaining it also. How following the four regulatory principles helps one be disease free and anxiety free and lead a very nice life, peaceful life to practice Krishna consciousness. That's nice. Thank you, Smriti. Okay, Hari Priya.
Hare Krishna Mataji. I think because we've been given this human life, and it's not by by wasting our time like having fun materially we'll be accomplishing anything. Anyways, after that's over, we'll be sad again, and then we'll be happy, we'll be sad, things like that. If we're Krishna conscious, our life will have a purpose, and at the end of the life, we'll be able to go back home, back to Godhead. And I think one devotee once asked Prabhupada, like, what will happen if at the end of our life we realize that Krishna isn't real? And Prabhupada said, okay, Krishna is real, but even if Krishna isn't real, you had so much fun throughout this life, right? Chanting, dancing, singing, eating such wonderful prasadam. So your life wasn't wasted. And also, even from like a material point of view, I've seen all Krishna conscious people, they're just so much better mannered, better behaved, because they know what's right. They're eating good food, which affects their mindset, and they're more respectful, they're more not, yeah, they're just better people in general. So being in Krishna conscious makes you better.
Very nice, Haripriya. I liked all the reasons that you said, very practical, that how they can have a fun life and very meaningful, purposeful life, and also go back to God. Thank you. Pari,
Yeah, so I feel like you should be in Krishna consciousness because just the name of Krishna, if you just say the name of Krishna, it actually proves that you can be at more peace, and just chanting Krishna's name is like brings you so much peace, and like it will make you happy, and you can like just lead you to have a better life, and then again you can just go back to Krishna.
very nice. So chanting Krishna makes one peaceful. So one has to chant and be in Krishna conscious. Thank you, Pari. Okay, we have not heard from you know who, Suraj and I think Karthik, right?
Yeah. I think for me, it's more just like sometimes I feel fed up sometimes because I think that I'm spending too much time practicing harmonium or doing something like that. But for me, it's just a feeling of like, this is right and this is the way that is personally, I feel like I should be doing with my life. I should be doing this with my life. I should be chanting japa. I should be dressing the deities, you know? It's more of an instinct and a feeling. And like sometimes my mind isn't always on it, but it's always just there. It's And also because of all the other reasons that the people said, the prasadam, the kirtan and dancing is really fun. But yeah, it's just a way of life that's always there whenever I think about how my life's gonna be in the future. It's just there.
Sorry. Did you want to say something more? Okay, so nice. Thank you. Karthik, you are introspective and honest. Sometimes mind is not there, but you know that this is what you want to do with your life. Chant japa, do kirtan, enjoy prasadam. And so you have the motivation to continue that. Thank you, Karthik. Suraj.
Mataji, I can't think of a reason why I shouldn't be in Krishna consciousness, so I go with the feeling, why not?
That's nice. Why not? Okay, everything is there for why. So there's no reason why not. Okay, so thank you all. So let's go. So this time we are in the section of Srimad Bhagavatam where Yudhishthira is waiting for his brother Arjuna, but Arjuna hasn't returned. So at this juncture, let's see what we can learn from the great devotee Yudhishthira. Okay, who wants to read text 1? Oh, Haripriya, yes.
Text 1. Sri Suta Goswami said, Arjuna went to Dwaraka to see Lord Sri Krishna and other friends, and also to learn from the Lord of his next activities.
Yes. So from where did Arjuna go to Dwarka?
Hastinapur?
Hastinapur. Why did he go?
To see Lord Krishna.
And who are the other friends?
I don't know.
Who are the others in Dwarka that Arjuna would possibly see?
This Krishna and his family and all.
Right. Krishna and his sons and grandsons and family, his uncle, right? His father, his mother, brother, everyone. So, and also the purpose is
To learn from the Lord about his next activities.
right. Okay. So these are the 3 things for which Arjuna is going. Okay, Balavrinda, text 2.
A few months passed, and Arjuna did not return. Maharaj Yudhishthira then began to observe some inauspicious omens, which were fearful in themselves.
Right? So quite a few months had passed and Arjuna did not return. So what did Yudhishthira observe?
Inauspicious omens.
What does inauspicious omens mean?
Like bad things, like.
Right. So isn't that sometimes called as superstition?
Or like negative stuff?
Actually, it's not superstition, it's a science. Right? Pari, you want to say something?
Oh no, just raising my hand to read the next text.
Okay, so anybody wants to answer, Smriti?
Mataji, I don't think it was superstitious per se, because this is like Dwapar Yuga, and Yudhishthira Maharaj, he was so like qualified. It couldn't have been a superstition.
Hmm.
I think it was
Right.
more like he just knew what would happen.
Hmm.
Now I think it's kind of like maybe like a gut feeling, Mataji. Like people say, this is your gut feeling. Like you really feel like that's the answer, but your mind says something else. So I think it's something like his gut feeling.
Yeah, kind of, but also there is a science to observe these omens or some indications of what's going to happen in the future. But right now we are not learned in that science, so we think that it's superstition. But actually, some things, like as you say, gut feeling. Um, People in the past knew to decode the signs and the omens to kind of know what's coming up soon, right? So they were fearful for even a great devotee like Yudhishthira. So let's see text 3. Who wants to read? Pari. And then text 4, Smriti.
Oh, yeah. He saw that the direction of eternal time had changed, and this was very fearful. There were disruptions in the seasonal regularities. The people in general had become very greedy, angry, and deceitful, and he saw that they were adopting foul means of livelihood.
Right? So what was the quality of the people? Generally, now, like he says, they have become greedy, angry, and deceitful. But before, how are they in Maharaja Yudhishthira's reign?
They were like, everyone was like kind, peaceful with each other, friendly, and everyone was like just like better.
Right, right. They weren't greedy. They were very satisfied. Nobody would become angry, and their dealings were honest with honesty. You see, here when you go on the street and then you don't give way to someone else who's coming, then they become impatient, they honk, they pass you, right? So that's how we see people are generally angry here, right? And what do you mean by adopting foul means of livelihood?
Meaning that they like start to their life, like how they were behaving in life in general, was becoming more foul, and they were like adopting to it, meaning like they were like just start to like adjust to that and just start to become more like foul.
Right, right. So they were like okay to be cheating for livelihood, means they were not honest in their dealings to to have some work and then get paid for, or they were grabbing other stuff, and all kinds of cheating propensities were increasing, and this was observed by Yudhishthira. Okay. Text 4, Smriti.
Thank you, Mataji. All ordinary transactions and dealings became polluted with cheating, even between friends. And in familial affairs, there was always misunderstanding between fathers, mothers, and sons, between well-wishers and between brothers. Even between husband and wife, they were always strained and quarrel. Thank you,
Right.
Mataji.
Yeah. Do you think this applies here, or is there a family? Maybe probably this is too much pessimistic. There are families who are very nice. They don't fight.
I think, like in the context of that I think it was there. It would have happened like before this inauspicious timings, but now I think because of Kali Yuga, I feel like there are families who are like, because I've seen like I think half of my friends, their family has like a divorce.
Hmm.
So
So you're right, right? So you're observing that there is quarrel and strain even within the family. isn't it?
Yes, Mataji.
Hmm. Okay, anybody has anything to say on this verse?
Wait, can I add one more thing, Mataji?
Mhm.
About the part where it says all ordinary transactions and dealings became polluted with cheating. So I think this is like 2 years ago. I think me and my mom and my dad, we went to India, and then we had in India there's a bunch of roadside shop thingies, and my mom would always not like to go to certain shops because they were like, oh, those people always cheat me there. So we bought this one thing, and it was supposed to be gold, and then after like 5 days it started to turn silver, and he was like, and then the shopkeeper was like, oh, sorry, we can't refund your money.
See? Oops. So we all, thank you for sharing that. We all have practical experience, right? How we are being cheated by so many people, and it's very hard to find a genuine thing. Thank you. Okay. So text 5. Balavrinda?
Fifth one.
Yeah, 5th one.
Okay. In course of time, it came to pass that people in general became accustomed to greed, anger, pride, etc. Maharaj Yudhishtira, observing all three omens, spoke to his younger brother.
Spoke to his younger brother. Okay.
Yudhishthira.
So people became accustomed to greed. What's greed? Can anyone explain what's greed with an example?
It's like greed means kind of like bad and want more money or want like more jewelry. It's kind of like jealous. Jealous.
Right. So you look at something and you want it more and more and more and more. Thank you, Balavrinda. Yes, Smriti?
I think greed, like to put it simply, is a state of wanting. Like you already have it, but you just want more. Like you just want just a little more. It's kind of like TV. Like, oh, and then I just need to watch this one more episode of Peppa Pig, and then I can go to sleep. Or maybe like it's if you have like a clothing collection, because I think this would probably apply to me, because I'm like, you already have so many clothes in your wardrobe, but you're like, well, I don't have this one. I just need one more piece of clothing. I just need this one more lehenga. I just need this one more anklet or something like that. So I think that's what greed is, Mataji.
Wonderful example. Thank you, Smriti. Karthik?
Like they both said, it's basically just wanting more of what you already have or wanting more than you need. Like you already have what you need and you're living happily, and then you see that someone else has this other newer brand of what you have, and you just start getting jealous, and then you start wanting more and more, and that jealousy turns into greed.
That's wonderful explanation. Yes, that's true, right? We would be happy with what we have, we think. But when someone else is having more and we don't have something that we don't have, then we want, our happiness is gone. So that's how this material world acts. Greed, anger, and pride. What does pride mean? Yes, Karthik.
I think pride means like, well, I think there's two sides to pride. Like for me, I can see there's like a good side where like you see you've done something and you're proud of it, but like you can give acknowledgement to the people who helped you. But there's another side of pride where you get something really big done and then you just go around town showing it off and saying, I did this, I did that, and look at me, and I did all this. And that's just like too much pride, in my opinion.
That's nice. I like it. So actually
Kind of
being
like bragging.
bragging, right? So being proud of something in a good way, that's nice. Like I'm proud to be a devotee of the Lord or practicing chanting and like that. That's okay. I'm proud to be doing good in the school because of Krishna's blessings. That's a good one. But the pride mentioned here is the other side of it, like you said, like bragging and yeah. Okay. Text 6. Oh, Smriti, you have something to say?
Oh yes, Mataji, I'll make this short. So I think just like Karthik said, I completely agree with her. There's two sides of pride. One is like I'm proud of what I did. Like I remember I was really proud when I got 16 rounds. Like 1 week, every day I did 16 rounds. I was very proud of myself. And then there's also the pride where it goes hand in hand with arrogance. It's basically putting yourself more than you actually are, or more than you actually need to. I can only think of this example, Mataji, because we were like in social studies, we were studying medieval times, and then it was how like the dukes and duchesses they're like, look at me, I have all these pearls and all this wealth, and I'm better than you. Like I think that also would be pride, Mataji.
Wow, so nice. Putting yourself more than where you actually are. And I'm so happy you could chant 16 rounds every day for 1 week, Smriti. That's awesome. Congratulations. And I'm proud of you for that in a good way.
Mataji, can I say something?
Yes, go ahead.
So what I wanted to say is that this summer, I was very proud of myself because I was chanting 16 rounds all the summer.
Wow, Balabrinda, all the summer. That's amazing.
It was hard at first. I was thinking I can't do it, but my mom made me to do it, and I got the hit. And Ekadashi 25 rounds. Oh, and I forgot in the summer again, I did 34 rounds on Ekadashi.
Wow, Balabrinda, that's amazing.
And then 25 rounds on Ekadashi every single day in summer.
That's
Every single Ekadashi night.
That's wonderful. It's not easy to do at your age, and keep it up. Proud of you in a good way. Okay, yeah. Text 6. Did
Can
we
I
do
read
this?
Mataji?
Yes, go ahead.
Maharaj Yudhishthira said to his younger brother Bhimasena, I send Arjuna to Dwaraka to meet his friends and to learn from the personality of God and Krishna of his program of work.
Right? So he said that, I sent Arjuna to Dwaraka, and how many months? Okay, text 7.
Can I read?
Yes, Prahlad.
Since he departed, 7 months have passed, yet he has not returned. I do not know factually how things are going there.
Right? So 7 months have passed and he has not yet returned. So I don't know. He doesn't take this long. So that was what was Yudhishthira Maharaj was thinking. Okay, text 8. Who hasn't read so far? Karthik.
Is he going to quit his earthly pastimes as Devarshi Narada indicated? Has that time already arrived?
Yeah. So Devarshi Narada has indicated, like, can you think of a verse from Bhagavad Gita where Krishna says about his appearance in this world? What he says, why he comes.
I appeared every millennium to rid the world of to rid the world of demons.
Yes.
Millennium after millennium I appear. Something like that.
Yes, you're right. Anyone knows that in Sanskrit? Yada yada.
Yada hi dharmasya glaniya bhavati bharata. That one?
Yes, Karthik. Wonderful. Okay, so he has come and then for a purpose. And how often in a day of Brahma that Krishna comes? The day of Brahma is how many Chatur Yugas?
40. I just read it today in Bhagavad Gita. 4,300,000,000 or something.
Yeah, that's only one day of Brahma.
Oh.
Right, that's
How?
right.
How is that?
That's right. So 1 day of Brahma and 1 night. So Krishna appears once only in a 24-hour day of Brahma, which is so long period, which is 1,000 Chatur Yugas. So do we know that there are 4 yugas, right? Anyone can say the names of the 4 yugas? Yes, Pari?
Satya, Treta Yuga, Dwapar Yuga, Kali Yuga.
Kali Yuga, right? Yes. Kali Yuga, how much years does Kali Yuga last, Prahlad?
456,000.
Yeah, you're almost close. 432,000. How much years is the 4 yugas put together? Twice, the yuga before Kali Yuga is twice that of Kali Yuga. The yuga before that is 3 times that of Kali Yuga. And the first Satya Yuga is 4 times that of Kali Yuga. Okay? Then?
That's a really long time.
Right. So if you say Kali Yuga is K, Satya Yuga is 4K, 4 times K. Treta Yuga is 3 times K. Dwapara Yuga is 2 times K. And Kali Yuga is 1 time K. If you add all that, can you tell me how much it comes? $4K plus 3K plus 2K plus K.
10K, Mataji?
10K, you're right. So 1 Chatur Yuga is 10 times that of the period of Kali Yuga. Right? And then, like that, 1,000 times Chatur Yuga comes. 1,000 times. That is just Brahma's 1 day.
This
And
is
we can imagine
impossible.
how long Brahma's day is. And in that, Krishna comes only once. So there is we are very fortunate that Krishna came 5,000 years ago. There are, other than this time, people, there will be no knowledge of Krishna. The holy name of Krishna will not be there. And Krishna's pastimes or leelas or we will have, Krishna will come as different incarnations, but he's the source of all incarnations himself, and he comes only once in a day of Brahma. And Devarshi Narada Muni has said that his time has come to leave. So Yudhishthira was very concerned. Okay, text 9.
Mataji, I have a question. If Krishna only comes once in a day of Brahma, then all his incarnations are spread out for that amount of time?
Right.
Okay.
There are different incarnations in different yugas. Thank you. Okay, so text 9. If everyone has read, then we can go second turn. Whoever wants to read. Haripriya, did you read?
I read Mataji. I read one verse.
Okay, Smriti, go ahead.
From him only all our kingly opulence, good wives, lives, progeny. What does progeny mean, Mataji?
I think it's progeny.
Oh, what does that mean, Mataji?
So progeny means good children, and then grandchildren, like that.
Okay, thank you, Mataji. Control over our subjects, victory over our enemies, and future accommodations in higher planets have become possible. All this is due to his causeless mercy upon us. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. So you see Yudhishthira's main quality. He was a king of all kings, and he had a wonderful, impeccable life, and he had victory. I mean, this is after the Mahabharat war, so he was victorious, and his sons and grandsons, I mean, although all of them passed away, there was Parikshit Maharaj as a progeny to control the dynasty, to continue the dynasty, right? And then, we can see that how Abhimanyu went to the higher planets. So all this is possible. Why? What does he say?
Because of Krishna, Mataji?
Because of his causeless mercy upon us. That same applies to us also. If we are doing some endeavor and we are getting success in that, okay, not that let Krishna's blessings is there and then I ride on that. No, we have to do our endeavor or trying, but that doesn't mean that we can call ourselves successful only because of our own trying. No, without the Lord's benediction, we cannot become successful. But this thing is not known in Kali Yuga. People don't know the hand of God, right? So they say, I have done everything, and so I should get the credit, and that's why they become greedy, proud, jealousy, everything. So Yudhishthira shows us how, even though he was literally on the top of the world, but he was not at all touched by greed and pride, because he perfectly understood and realized that all this is due to the causeless mercy of the Lord. Okay, text 10. Pari.
Just see a man with a tiger's strength, how many miseries due to celestial influences, earthly reactions, and bodily pains, all very dangerous in themselves, are foreboding danger in the near future by deluding our intelligence.
So he's seeing that how the celestial influences, there are so many things in the near future that a great calamity is coming or a calamities have happened. So he's thinking, what else could be more serious than the Lord winding up his pastimes and going back? So probably because of that, all these things are happening, right? So if in a devotee's life, some danger and some bad period also comes, that can be overcome if we are surrendering to the Lord, chanting the holy names, always in association, then we can easily, Krishna will pull us through those periods of bad time. But if we don't chant, and if you're not in touch with devotees, then it's going to be very hard. Okay. So we learned about how Yudhishthira is a very wonderful devotee, and we learned about how there were inauspicious omens. The science of reading the omens is not there now, but that doesn't mean that it is superstitious. And in this Kali Yuga, people quarrel even for a small thing, and there is misunderstanding even within the family. And then he was thinking probably Krishna had wound up his pastimes as Narada Muni indicated, and he immediately felt grateful to the Lord for all his causeless mercy upon him. So in one sense, we learn from Yudhishthira that if we are grateful to the Lord, that he is the cause of whatever ability and we have and whatever we have achieved, then we are safe in Kali Yuga in the feet of the Lord. Otherwise, we will be dragged into various demoniac qualities, and then the result is suffering. Okay. So now group task for group 1 and 2, it's a very easy task this time. So you just go through the recent news, anything local or international, anywhere, and you pick up 3 such news articles and say how it proves the statements of Srimad Bhagavatam about Kali Yuga, like how, now we learned Yudhishthira saying that there is quarrel in the family, and then there is cheating propensity, there is greed and pride. Is it really there? So, you can see and pick up 3 news articles. You can, make a presentation out of it. You can copy paste the news, and then what you think about it. What aspect of Kali Yuga is there? And then finally, you can give the solution also. Is that okay? Any questions?
Mataji, I just think this is a little funny because my mom sends me articles on my email all the time, so much that I have a separate folder for them. And I just real quick click through them and put them in the folder. And I've been promising I'm going to read them. And it's funny because tonight I finally might be able to.
Oh, really? What? Really? That's nice. Okay. So we will assign you into the breakout room. 5. How many are there? 7. Oh, okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So please join your breakout rooms, and then let me stop share, and I hope everybody has access to share. Yeah, all participants can share screen. Okay. So we have Bala Vrinda. Prahalad, can you join the room? Are you there? You have to go to the breakout room. So we have Haripriya, Bala Vrinda, and Pari here. So each one pick up one news article, and then you can explain like why, or what aspect of Kali Yuga is there in that. Okay. Your time starts now. And if you have any questions, you can reach out to me. So you will have 8:21. So we don't have much time. You all should try and do it real quick in maximum 4 minutes. Okay.
So it's from the news, right, Mataji? Real news, right?
Yeah, real news.
Okay, okay, yeah.
Should I create like some like Google Slides presentation or something like that? Or how do you want to do it? I can create a Google Docs. Okay.
Haripriya Vrinda will talk about natural calamities that India is facing, heavy rains and a lot of floods and stuff like that. Can we talk about it? Is that correct? Did I understand right way?
Yeah, I think it's fine.
Okay.
Enough.
Okay. She will, I don't know how much she can talk. I just wanted her to talk on that.
Okay, I'll create one and then docs, and then I'll share the link here. If you can just edit that up. Um,
Okay. Here give nice information. He just typed effects on human by the natural. What did I type? Yeah. No AI. Kali Yuga effects on human, it's like floods. It gives so much information. Yeah, it's very good.
I mean, co-pilot is good
Yeah.
too.
Kali Yuga will bring about massive destructions and extreme weather, including floods during the loss between the humans and the nature. Wow, very
And
nice. This
also
much
the
is enough. Yeah, that much is enough. So at least one paragraph she have to speak, or how much?
Is Mataji here? I don't know.
about like
No, Lalitangi Mataji is not here.
how much ever you can.
Are you able to access the thing I sent? The doc?
Let me check, Haripriya. Yeah, yes, I can access that. So what are we typing in there?
Um, we can type like a summary of the article and like how that's connected with like effects of Kali Yuga.
Oh, okay, okay. Okay, let me see if I can connect the dots. Hmm. Vishnu. I don't know. This is what it is there. Where can I type? I mean, oh, sorry, sorry. Am I disturbing you? How do I type? You're typing there.
What I did is that I just you can just type in the doc, just click into the doc and just type.
No, but it is disturbing Haripriya's writing. I want to go a little downer.
I'm not writing anything, but
It's me.
you can write here. Where this?
Okay.
You have to say enter.
Yeah, but it is disturbing her. Give me a second. Let me just do enter. Okay. Can you stop 1 second, whoever is writing? Let me try to do enter. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna write from here. Yeah, you can continue. Whoever is writing now. Is it not pasting? Yeah. This is what I got some information for her. Remove the spoon, okay? Otherwise, the microwave will burn. I added a little bit more milk to practice. Very less way.
Okay, are you all done?
Mataji, I still didn't find an article.
Okay, you have 1 more minute, okay? So I have closed the breakout room and they will all be here in a minute, okay?
Smriti, you have a lot of change now. You're like
Okay,
grown
who's
up
ready?
now. Wow.
Shruti, you changed a lot. Your face changed a lot. Just
Yeah.
for a couple of months, you changed it so lot.
Smriti, you don't even look
No,
the same.
congratulations, Smriti.
Thank you, Mataji.
Okay, which group is going first?
Harpia's group really wants to go first.
So are you ready?
Mataji, our group is not ready.
No, I'm sure Harpia's group is really ready because Harpia is a great person and she makes amazing slides and she's just an amazing person and Harpia really wants to go first and her group agrees with her because Harpia is amazing.
Smriti. Okay, are you ready, Smriti and group? Prahlad and Karthik?
I finished my slideshow. Like I finished my slide and I think it's really good, but I don't know about the other people.
I
So we
just
have to
need
ask.
like 1 more minute and then I'll be ready.
Okay, good.
I'm running.
Okay, if everyone in a group is done, please go ahead.
Who is going first, Mataji? Mataji, you're muted.
Oh, sorry, it's late because we have to close the call also. Someone has to start going now.
I think our group is good.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm not I don't have the document, so like I think Haripriya has it. So I think she will be able to share it.
All can open, Pari. That is shared in the chat box. You can also open from your side.
Okay, let me try.
Mataji, just 1 second. Okay, thank you.
Okay, who's going?
Should I share?
Okay, I can share now. Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can.
See.
Okay. So first is Pari. You can explain yours.
Yeah. Increased border security and the Gaza Egypt border and the Israel Prime Minister is doing that, and USA is encouraging ceasefire, which means to like just stop firing and like shooting. And I have some prior knowledge of this because of social studies class, but this is the current news of today. This relates to Kali Yuga because war is hate and fighting, which is the very definition of Kali Yuga. People have adopted foul behavior, which includes wars and arguments. This war has been ongoing problem for over a year now, and it's between Hamas, a terrorist group, and Gaza, and it's versus Israel. A solution for it is to make some sort of peace treatment, or they could actually implement a one state or two state solution, which was discussed in the UN but wasn't actually applied yet. And there are many other potential political solutions which I don't know of, but like the higher authorities do that they could possibly implement.
Wonderful, Pari. I liked how you connected that news to Kali Yuga, and then you are also bringing a solution. Thank you. Okay.
Hare Krishna Mataji. My topic is slander of Sanatana Dharma by government leaders in Tamil Nadu. So according to Linga Purana, it says kings become thieves. They take to seizing property rather than protecting the citizenry. The new leaders emerged from the laborer class and began to persecute religious people, saints, teachers, intellectuals, and philosophers. Civilization lacks any kind of divine guidance. The sacred books are no longer revered. False doctrines and misleading religions spread across the globe. So many governments they plunder their citizens, they take their wealth, and they take their property. And in Tamil Nadu, one uh, the son of the chief minister, he said lots of very bad things about Sanatana Dharma. Uh, like he equated Sanatana Dharma with mosquitoes, dengue, I don't know how to pronounce it, dengue, something, malaria, fever, coronavirus, and he says it should be eradicated just like these diseases, which is very bad thing to say. And political leaders, they should not say things like this. They should be from the in historical times and all. They were kshatriyas. They were very noble. They were great devotees. But now we've come to this level, which is proof that we are in Kali Yuga.
Yeah, that is so apt. Thank you for presenting that, Haripriya. Okay, next.
Next is Balavrana.
Yeah, read. Haripriya, can you increase the size? It is too low here.
Can you see it now?
Yeah, now it's good. Yeah.
So there's heavy rainfalls in India and Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. So Kali Yuga will bring about mass destruction and extreme weather, including floods due to the loss of harmony between humans and nature. Some of the effects Kali Yuga of humans include
Can you go down?
natural disasters. Natural disasters, people will perish from droughts, cold storms, sunshine, rain, snowfall, and mutual conflict. Physical suffering, people will suffer greatly from cold, wind, heat, rain, and snow. Mental suffer, people will be tormented by quarrels, hunger, thirst, disease, and severe anxiety. Shorter life expectancy. The maximum the duration of life for a human begins in Kali Yuga will be 50 years.
Is there anything more? I think that much is there. I think that much, yeah. Yeah. In modern days, say.
And
In
in olden days, they had a lot of space for rivers, oceans. But
Yeah,
nowadays, they don't have.
they're cutting
Cutting
the trees,
and
building
big houses over there
and creating the national
and
problems.
creating the national problem.
Yeah, thank you, Balavrinda. That's very true. How Kali Yuga has so many problems. All of you have picked up proofs and shown. Wonderful job. Okay, the next group now.
Okay. This is actually, I'm not sure who came up with this ingenious title.
Me. It's
Okay.
a title because I just replaced New York to Kali.
Okay, this is the Kali Yuga Times magazine by Vlad, Smriti, and Kartik. Okay, Smriti, you're on.
Okay, I'm not really familiar with this stuff but this is the only one that I really know. So there is this guy named Donald Trump, and he's running for president again. And I think a month or two ago, there was an assassination attempt for him, because he was like trying to run for president. I don't know who it was. I didn't really dwell on that much. But number one, him running for president itself is a thing. It shows greed because he's greedy for more power and more money. Because even though he already was president like 4 years ago, he wants to do it again. And like, I don't really understand what the hype is. Like, you just sit in a big desk and you sign a bunch of papers and you talk to a bunch of fancy people in like suits. And like, I don't understand why people actually want to do it. But that was that. And then this is showing that he's also greedy for money, because I'm pretty sure if you're a president, get a lot of money. So, and then his assassination attempt, it was like greedy for the other people, because I think the opposing party did it, and then because they wanted, either somebody just didn't like him, like straight up didn't like him, or the other party, they were like, oh no, I want to be the president. Like, let's just eliminate competition. Thank you.
Oh, that's so nice, Smriti. That's wonderful. Okay, the next one.
Okay, so my mom has been sending me a lot of these articles, and I thought I'd just do it on this because I have so much information about it. This is about companies who sell plastic are greedy for money because as more and more evidence comes out that plastic is falling off and burrowing into us, they continue to sell it. More and more news and evidence is coming out that plastic is falling off into our food and drink and getting into our bloodstreams and just everywhere in our body. And even as these alarming articles are popping up more and more, big companies who are selling plastic and using plastic in their products are continuing to sell what they do, what they sell, their products and just plastic water bottles and all that stuff. And I think this shows their greed because it is now all over the news that this is harmful, we should stop using this. And they're just ignoring it and continuing to sell it for money. And yeah, so that's what I think is great.
Yeah, Karthik, that's true. That's a big problem and that's going on and on and on. And as you pointed out, it's simply greed, right? And they don't want to, those who do this, they don't see that it gets into their own bloodstream also. Thank you, Karthik. The next.
So as you know, in Las Vegas, there's like a big hype for gambling. So studies have shown that like there's illegal gambling, and like the people, they recovered nearly $80,000. So this shows that casinos are scamming you by giving you a fake chance to win so much money, but in reality you'll always lose money. I read on a website that 80% of gamblers lose money before hitting big money. So, and this is breaking one of the 4 regulated principles that Prabhupada taught, and Kali Yuga is the definition for this. Gambling also spoils the consciousness, causing you to be in a bad mood when you lose all your money. So it's not good for anybody, and this just shows the casinos, the greed and false advertising to everybody.
That's wonderful, Prahlad. Thank you so much for directly taking something that's connecting to the regulative principle and how it puts people in a spin. Okay, so thank you all very much. Each and everyone did a good job collecting different articles and then giving your point on it, and then how Krishna consciousness and what we are learning from Srila Prabhupada and Srimad Bhagavatam is a solution, not only for our personal problems, but also social problems. Okay, so thank you all very much. It was wonderful having association with all of you, and see you all again without fail next week. Okay, have a wonderful week and wonderful chanting by the mercy of the Lord. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare
Thank
Krishna.
Hare
you.
Krishna.
Srila Prabhupada ki
All
jai.
Haribol.